Good morning, students. My name is Jagnivas.singh, and today I'll teach you a very interesting topic: how to identify the part of speech. You can see why should we study this topic? Because in exams like CDS and NDA, there are 10 questions in each paper, and here we have to find the part of speech. Okay, and if we don't know the part of speech or word, then we cannot solve those questions. Let's see the questions. Let's see. In the first question, may I come in? And in the second question, may I come in the class? You can see the highlighted word in, and you have to tell the part of speech of the in both the sentences. The word is same. The word is same in, but is a part of speech in both the sentences are is the same. Let's find out. Generally, we know that in is a preposition. Generally, we know that in is a preposition because we have studied somewhere that words can be qualified in the categories, and those categories are called part of speech. And we have studied that in is a preposition. But I want to tell you that the parts of speech of the words depend on their use. You have to again keep this thing in mind. The part of speech of any word depend on the use of the sentence. Let's see. May I come in? And may I come in the class? What is the difference? Here you see the class, and here you see the sentence end with the in. Does it make any difference? Let's see. May I come in? And you have to tell the part of speech: preposition, adverb, noun, or adjective. Okay. Most of the students will say that the part of speech of this word is preposition. But that's not true, my students. Why? Let me tell you. There's a basic of preposition that you cannot write a preposition without its object. This is the basic. You cannot write the preposition without its object. But here you can see that in does not have any object. In does not have any object. But in this sentence, you can see that in has an object. And what is this? In the class. Okay, bachcho. So we can see that if preposition is written without an if preposition is written without object, there are two things. There can be two things. Either the sentence is wrong, and if the sentence is not wrong, then the part of his speech of that word will be changed. So here you can see the part of speech of in is not preposition. You can see. So this is not preposition. Then what it is? Let me tell you. May I come? Where? May I come? Where? What is the meaning of the in? Here the meaning of in is inside. You can replace this word in with inside. Now read it like this way. May I come inside? Okay. So the meaning of in this sentence is inside. It is the answer of where. May I come? Where? Inside. And I want to tell you one more thing. When you ask where from a verb, the answer is adverb. The answer is adverb. This is the way you can identify the part of speech of word. So the correct answer is adverb. Clear? If you see in the second sentence, may I come in the class? Here you can see the word in is a preposition. Why? See here, because preposition needs an object. Preposition needs an object. So in this sentence, we can see that object of the word in is the class. So the correct answer is preposition. Okay. So there are two things you have to keep in mind. Preposition is written without sorry. Preposition is written with the object. It cannot be written without object. And if the word is written without object, it means two things. Either the sentence is wrong or either it is right. Clear? Now let's move to next question. He is better than I am and he works better than I do. In these two sentences, you have to find out the part of speech of the word better. He is better than I am. He works better than I do. The word is same, better. The part of speech is different. If we see in the sentence, he is better. Better is used for he. In this sentence, he works better than I do. Better is used for works. Works is a verb. He is a pronoun. And you must know words used for pronouns and nouns. The words which are used to qualify pronouns and nouns, they are adjective. And the word used to qualify verbs are adverbs. So this is the difference between these two words. The word is same, but in both the sentences, the use of sentence, the word is not same. So here we can say in the sentence number 4, the better qualifies work works. But in this sentence, better qualifies the word he. So we can see here it is adverb, and in this sentence, better is adjective. Okay, clear? Let's move to the next sentences. This is the most interesting book I have ever read. Most people like to travel by trains. Again, we will see the relation of the word most. If I ask you or you ask me, कि what is the part of speech of this word? If I use the word in the sentence, only then I can tell you the part of speech of this word. Clear? Because when we use the word in a sentence, it makes a relation with other words. So here we can see this is the most interesting book. Now you can see book. Book is a noun. What kind of book? Interesting. Interesting is adjective. Now ask how much interesting? The answer is most. So adjective qualifies a noun and a word which qualifies an adjective. This is an adverb. Okay, students. But if you see in this sentence, most is used before noun. So if most is used before an adjective, it becomes adverb. If most is used before a noun, then it is an adjective. One more thing you should know. You can also call it determiner or adjective. If adjective is not in the option, then it can be said determiner. Okay, students? So again, I want to tell you Until and unless you don't know the part of a speech of a word, then it becomes difficult to solve the question, because these are the basics. And basics, what do basics do? Basics reduce the chance of errors. Let's move on to the next sentence. These sentences are quite interesting. God lives above. God lives above. The above rule is very important. Now you have to identify the part of your speech of above in both the sentences. See where the word has been used. God lives above. The above rule. If you see, this is subject, this is verb, and you have to see. Uh, you have to see above is used for God or lives. You know that above has been used for lives. It means for verb. Then this is adverb. The one way to identify the part of speech, the most easy way, the easiest way is God lives where. Answer is above. Whenever you ask where and the answer comes, this is adverb. This is adverb. Okay, students. So answer of where, if you ask where from the verb, then answer is adverb. If you ask in this sentence, the above rule, the article, an article is used for before nouns. This is noun. Which rule? The answer, ask here, which rule? If you ask which rule, the answer is above. It is this is above is qualifying rule. That is noun. So this becomes adjective. So these sentences are a little bit tricky, but not very hard. In exams like CDS and NDA, Air Force, and many other defense exams, you can see the part of the speech of you have part of the speech of words. But the main thing is, until and unless you don't know where the word has been written or with which word this has been used, you cannot tell the part of speech. Like the word is same above, but in both the sentences you can see the above, the part of speech of above is different. Here above is used for verb, but in the sentence, eighth sentence, the above is used for rule. That is noun. It means the part of a speech of a sentence depends on the use. Depends on the use. Let's see. All good things come. All good things come. Here's something missing. The question is from above. The word is missing. The sentence should be all good things come above. I should write here. Come from above. And you have to find out the part of your speech above in this sentence. And you have to compare this sentence with the 10th sentence. What is the difference? The difference is, I told you in the first sentence, preposition need what? Preposition needs what? It needs an object. So you can say preposition needs an object. And if you have studied noun, If you have studied noun, the function to work as an object or as a subject is the work of a noun. Noun or a pronoun. Who can be subject? Who can be object? Tell me. Either it is noun or a pronoun. Okay. So you can know this above is not a pronoun. Above is not a pronoun. And what the choice we have now? No. So in this sentence, the part of speech of above is noun. Clear? Let's move to the sentence. Aditi stood high above the rest. Now you can see above has an object. Above has an object. Okay, बच्चों. Let me teach you one more thing. The most important basic of this class is where can we see object in English language? Where can we see object in English language? Only in two places. Where? Where? After verb or after preposition. These are the only two cases of object in the whole English grammar. You can see object after verb or after preposition. So this is the object. Everybody know this is not a verb. This is a preposition. So the answer of this sentence is preposition. Now you can see in both the sentences. Here above comes after the preposition. So it becomes a noun. But in this sentence, above comes before a noun. So it becomes a preposition. So in these 10 sentences, I want to tell you that use of words in a sentence depends on the part of speech. And until and unless you don't know the part of speech, you can make a sentence wrong. Okay, students? So, so the purpose of this video was to understand the part of speech of word. And what do we learn? We have learned that preposition needs an object. It can be noun or a pronoun. Second thing we have learned, words used before adjective. Then it is an adverb. Third point we have learned, words used before noun. This is adjective or determiner. Fourth, verb, then word. So it becomes adverb. These are not the tricks, these are the basic concept of English. Okay, students. So I hope you will like this video. And if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and comment in the comment box.